either of these fragrances.
I'm not quite getting that second word, sir.
Let's start this list off with the House of Versace. Now, most of the fragrances in the House of Versace do not fly under the radar. Pour Homme, this is an amazing summer fragrance. Most of you guys know about this, highly recommended. Dylan Blue, incredibly versatile. But again, most people know about this fragrance. Versace Eros? No. This one is definitely not overlooked. In fact, if you're familiar with the House of Versace, this is the go-to club scent for so many guys. Why? Because it works, because it gets compliments. Nope, gents, the fragrance I'm starting this list off with today is Versace Eros Flame. This fragrance right here is not going to win awards for originality, but you know what? It lasts long. It has great projection. I really like this fragrance, and guess what? It's great for 4 seasons. This is a fragrance that you need to try. Oh, and by the way, this is going to pull all types of compliments. In today's video, gents, we're talking about overlooked fragrances that will get you compliments. Next up, we've got Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. Now, back in 2003, this fragrance was not flying under the radar. Nowadays, it's not nearly as popular, although it has been cloned and there are multiple fragrances out there that smell eerily similar to this. That being said, why would they copy this? Because it works. Because this thing gets compliments. Now, if that sounds too dated for you, I want you to check out the Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce Night. Now, Fierce Night just came out, but it's a true flanker of the original, and that's what I really like about it. It maintains most of the DNA. It does feel a little bit cooler right off the top. It also feels just a little bit more energetic. That being said, it's edgier and a bit more modern. Now, if you're looking to try this fragrance, one option is to go online and to blind buy a full bottle. I wouldn't recommend it because, yeah, what happens if you get the fragrance and you don't like it? Guess what? No returns on most fragrances. Now, what you want to do is date a fragrance before you commit to it, right? Well, gents, that's exactly what today's sponsor, Scentbird, allows you to do. Gents, if you're not familiar with Scentbird, it's a fragrance subscription service that gives you the opportunity to shop from over 600 different brands. Scentbird lets you choose a new designer fragrance to try every month for just $16. I want to be clear, every fragrance I'm talking about in today's video can be found over on the Scentbird website. And as you can see right here, guys, you get a huge sample size. This is enough for 30 days. Well over 100 sprays that you'll be able to get out of the sample so that you can really try the fragrance. You can get a good feel of whether or not this is going to work for you. Oh, and big news for you guys up in Canada, Scentbird is now delivering up north. When it comes to brands, tons of options. Prada, Gucci, Versace. That being said, if you want something unique, tons of small indie labels. If you're looking for a fragrance that nobody else is going to be wearing, they've got great descriptions. I love the fact they've actually got a quiz that you can go through and they'll point you in the direction of a fragrance. You know what? You need to try this. So a couple of suggestions of something unique. Check out Heretic Parfums Dirty Grass. Overall, this is an aromatic, green, woody, earthy fragrance, and as the name implies, that top note, it's going to smell just like cut grass. Down at the base, you've got a very strong vetiver, which is going to dominate the fragrance, probably going 30 minutes in. And if you like vetiver, but you want something super high-end, check out Sense of Woods Vetiver in Oak. Imagine a really smooth vetiver and all of a sudden it's jolted with a bit of pink pepper and Persian lime oil. Now, gents, I understand that may be a little bit hard to imagine, but guess what? You don't have to imagine it. You can get a sample. I'm linking to Scentbird down in the description of today's video with the best deal on the web. Use it or lose it. Save money by using that link down in the description. The next fragrance on this list is Bvlgari's Man in Black. This is a warm, spicy, woody, leather, amber, rum fragrance that does have a bit of vanilla, so it's sweet. At the same time, it's spicy, and this is just a beautiful scent. This is a great fragrance for the fall and for the winter. This is something you can wear to the office. This is something you can wear on a date, and it's got good longevity. We're talking 6+ hours, 3 sprays in the chest area. Also, projection is pretty good. Those first couple hours, you're going to get a solid foot. Top notes are spices, rum, tobacco. Middle notes, leather, iris, tuberose. Base notes, tonka bean, guaiac wood, benzoin. Now, if you're familiar with Bulgari, you know most of their fragrances are going to be light, are going to be clean, are going to be fresh smell. Right over here in their Aqua line, this Pour Homme, one of my favorite summer scents, definitely captures the ocean. And when we go and we look at their Man line, again, it's going to be really fresh, aromatic, and clean. And that's why Bvlgari Man in Black is so interesting. It's so different from all the other fragrances in the Man line. If you've smelled some of the other ones, you need to get your nose on this one because it's very different. At the same time, the way they blended the notes together, Alberto Marias, he's the one that put this together, just a beautiful masterpiece. Oh, and it'll get you compliments and nobody else is wearing it. Next up on this list, we've got Prada Luna Rossa Black. Top notes are bergamot. Middle notes, angelica and patchouli. Base notes: coumarin, amber, and musk. This uses high quality ingredients and is a sleeper. And yes, a lot of people have heard of it, but not many guys have gotten their nose on it. And compared to some of the others in the Prada line, it really, in my opinion, flies under the radar. But I really like Luna Rossa line, and this one right here, the black, is, in my opinion, one of the best in that line. Definitely worth getting your nose on. Just a beautiful fragrance. This thing is going to get you compliments, and not many guys are pulling it off. So for this next fragrance, imagine if Creed Aventus and Drakkar had a love child. The fragrance I'm talking about is Bentley For Men Black Edition. So the top notes here are violet, tangerine, pink pepper, and nutmeg. In the middle, we've got earthy and sweet notes, papyrus, patchouli, and jasmine. At the base, we've got cedar, moss, tobacco, incense, and tonka bean. What I really enjoy about this is it's incredibly versatile and it has longevity. You're going to get 8+ hours with 3 sprays, and the projection is good. A solid foot the first 4 hours. This is a fragrance that could be a workhorse, and that's why I've got it on this list, because it's going to get compliments. It smells great, but it's also one that if you look around, yeah, you can get some deals on this. It is a solid fragrance worth getting your nose on. Now, speaking of tobacco, let's talk about a fragrance that has that but doesn't overpower with it, because it's got that cinnamon, it's got sweetness. There is just something about Burberry London that everybody loves. When you smell this, it smells for a lot of people like Christmas. Now, how does smelling like Christmas get you compliments? Well, it makes people happy. It makes people want to get close. This is one of those ideal scents for December, for around January time period. If you need a pick-me-up and it's cold outside, this is a fragrance you can grab. That being said, another underrated fragrance in the Burberry house, Touch. I've talked about this before, but it's been a while, so I'm going to bring this one back. And in general, the house of Burberry, no one really talks about their fragrances, and that's because they've got some hit and misses. But this one here, with the lavender and the musk, yes, it's got a lot of other notes, but those are the ones, in my opinion, that really play this out. This is, again, a workhorse fragrance. Great for the summer, the spring, even the fall, maybe not so much the winter. Either of these fragrances from the house of Burberry is an amazing choice. Yes, sometimes I do trip over my words. Now guys, if you're enjoying today's video, do me a favor, smash that like button. By engaging with this video, you let the YouTube algorithm know, hey, I want to see more fragrance videos from Antonio. And guys, if you disagree with any of my choices, you think I missed something, it should be on this list, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Next up, let's talk about Boss Bottled Infinite. So Hugo Boss makes a lot of great fragrances, and this woody, aromatic lavender fragrance that's incredibly versatile is no exception. That being said, I'm putting it on this list because this one flies under the radar despite actually having a really unique combination, and that's the rosemary mixed in with that olive tree. There's just something really unique about this. It's going to be unlike anything else in your collection. I think most of you guys are going to love it. Definitely get it. It's over at Scentbird. I will link to it down in the description. But this one right here, again, nobody talks about. It's got good longevity, and again, Hugo Boss in general is a pretty good house. For the next fragrance on this list, I'm going over to Dolce Gabbana, and you could argue that none of their fragrances fly under the radar. True, their light blue line, incredibly popular, one of the best sellers out there, and if you're going to grab one from the light blue line, make sure it's the O Intense to start with. Don't get the regular one. The O Intense is where it's at. It has a more projection, longevity, and it just smells better, in my opinion, than the original. But if you disagree, let me know down in the comments. No, the one I'm talking about is The One. Now, you guys may be surprised, but this is actually not one of the best sellers for Dolce & Gabbana, despite the fact that we've tried to bring it up. I know I've put this on lists. I've stopped talking about it because I thought everyone knew about it. Point being is I looked at the sales numbers, and you get some of this insider information, and still a lot of people are skipping right past this. Why? I don't know. This is an amazing fragrance, and yes, you can find the EDP, and there's the Intense, and there's tons of different flankers of this, but start off with the original. It's easy to find, and it's an amazing scent. And speaking of The One, if you've always liked that smell, but you've had it, you're bored with it, some of your friends wear The One, you want something different, check out John Varvatos XX. It's similar to The One, could have been a flanker of The One, but what's interesting about this one that just came out actually about a year ago, it has some unique fruit notes mixed in with this. And maybe it's the black currant. There's a little bit of an apple note there at the top in John Varvatos. Unfortunately, the longevity of it is nothing to scream about. However, it is a beautiful scent. And again, one that will get you compliments and nobody is wearing. All right, gents, so we got compliments down. Let's talk about smelling sexy. It's different fragrances, different notes. You need to understand it. In this video right here, I make it simple. I break it out. The fragrances that you need to wear to smell sexy. What are they? Yeah. Find out, boom, in this video right here. Come on, click it. Tired of holding it up? See you guys in the next video.